statements.
We just go for it. That's what we do. We just go.
Let's go for it. We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. I forgot what that's from. That's
What's his name? He was a Fox guy.
He's a politician. No, he's a TV show host.
Yeah.
Or
Was it?
Brain fart. Well, anyway.
He was like the biggest Fox News guy.
I don't know, man. Donald Trump?
No.
He's a big Fox News guy.
Now, but back then it wasn't.
John
was
something?
It Bill?
Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, just hit me. Yeah, Bill O'Reilly.
Really quick, guys, just want to say thank you for joining. Joining us, and
Welcome.
Thank you for listening to Adjacent Statements. Welcome.
We were in the middle of a conversation when you came in.
Yeah, Bill. Was it Bill O'Reilly?
It was Bill O'Reilly. Yeah. Well, you know why I remembered the name? Because there's a, Epic Rap Battles of History.
Yeah.
I remember one of the songs was riffing on the Bill O'Reilly incident. Bill O'Reilly. On the Bill O'Reilly incident. Whoa, that wind is kicking up a little bit there.
A little bit.
But yeah, the Bill O'Reilly thing, and I heard the rapper's voice saying the Bill O'Reilly quote.
I like how you call it a rapper when it was probably like George Washington or something.
Yeah, well, I don't remember what characters were duking it out verbally. But yeah, so.
All right.
I wonder too about things like that. Just, I don't know if this is interesting, but I always find it amusing how some memes and moments catch me and others just completely miss me. Like I hear them and I'm like, that's not funny, I don't care. But then I see other people who it grips them more differently. I mean,
culture,
unique
age.
to memes though, specifically with like different things that people think are funny.
Well, maybe because that one specifically, I think a lot of people, I guess, liked it is because they saw it live. They saw it happening. So It was a clip on YouTube. It wasn't like it was like a 7-second clip on YouTube or 10-second video on YouTube. Mm-hmm. It was before a meme was an actual meme.
Yeah.
And so when they brought it back, it was almost like nostalgia. At least for me, there's some sort of connection to it.
See, I kind of missed it. I never.
You never saw Bill O'Reilly?
I did. I mean, I've seen Bill O'Reilly before, but this particular moment I did not see when it happened.
You weren't heavy on YouTube?
And I was not heavy on YouTube.
I was heavy on YouTube.
Yeah. I didn't get into YouTube until like way later.
Until Google bought it?
Like getting into it, I guess. Well, so when YouTube was new, when it was NewTube, I was kind of interested, and we would like share like the All Your Bass video was a Macromedia Shockwave Flash thing, which I've said before. Well, and then when it was uploaded to YouTube, I was like, well, why would I watch it here? I can watch it there. Oh. But then when that other stuff started getting phased out, okay, now I got to go here because all my favorite funny things are here.
So my introduction to YouTube was when MySpace was around and you can HTML customize your whole page. Mm-hmm. I always had a music video, and I decided
you were cool.
I was cool, and
cool.
I decided to change the music video every Friday, like it was like a Music Fridays type thing.
Snap.
Very embarrassing, but
did you announce it on your page? Hey guys.
Yeah, I think so. Like I put in like a different font, like new music video every Friday or something.
New music, check it.
Yeah,
check your boy Azebo. I got the music.
And I would look for like bands or songs that it wasn't very popular but were pretty cool.
It was Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, I was Skater Boy. Yeah, I was very Skater Boy back then. I think I did Blink 182 back then as a meme.
My room.
But I would do like other obscure different types of music videos, and they would be on like a music video page.
Okay.
And I would just copy the URL or copy the link or whatever, and then do the HTML thing on MySpace. Until all of those sites, it just showed video cannot be played or something like that. So like that video source, that embedded video code no longer worked. So like you said, it started phasing out.
Yeah.
But I saw it happening to me, to my to my MySpace page. That was my whole personality.
Friday music upload.
Exactly. I couldn't let that be disrupted.
Oh yeah.
And then I saw I went onto a website that I saw music videos, and then songs that didn't have music videos, but it would have the lyrics playing with it. And then I was like, oh, this one's pretty neat. So I started copying off that one, and then just surfing on that site, after a while, it started becoming different videos, and I was like, oh, this is a thing. Like, people are starting to notice what this thing is and recording their own videos to it, like their own homemade videos, skits or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it became like this huge YouTube thing, like this phenomenon.
It did really spiral quickly.
Yeah.
It viraled quickly.
And I think it was because the servers were so good. And that,
true.
And then, like, videos weren't being taken down, the embedded codes weren't being disrupted all
Yeah.
the time, so it was a little bit more solid, and people were like, oh, I trust this, versus the other ones had a gang of pop-ups.
Kind of janky, yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm getting a you know,
YouTube
a virus
did it
for
a little
sure.
more professionally.
And then it became more professional, and then it had the side bar. So outside of the video, it had like a list of different videos that you would like, and it started. I don't know if that's when algorithm started, but I was just like, yeah, maybe I would like this.
It kind of worked, yeah. And
Yeah.
it got you. It got you on the platform, and it kept you there.
Yeah, yeah,
And it was fun.
it was fun.
And we could link each other individual stuff, and we could also like stay for series if you wanted to. But I didn't really start watching YouTube like that until way later.
huh?
Like now, I mean, I went through a phase. I don't really now. I just use YouTube primarily for utility, and I don't engage in like regular programming anymore like I once did. There was a program, a channel called Abroad in Japan. It still is, but and it's not that old. Maybe I want to say like 10 years ago, more. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while when I first kind of got tapped into it, and it was a regular upload series, and I got interested enough to like kind of stay with it. And there were times where I was like, oh, no upload this week, man, I'm waiting for it.
Oh.
But I don't really do that anymore. Now, by the time I'm watching something, it's already been up. Excuse me. It's already been up there for like weeks, probably. The only ones that I do catch relatively fresh is the Adjacent Statements podcast. I love that show.
Pretty good.
Watch it every week.
Yeah.
Man, it's a staple, you know? It's part of my life. But also what is it? Like Ken Johnson, his channel is great. I've mentioned that before. Like I do like to watch his weekly studies. He does a Monday night study every week, and it's kind of cool because his topics are typically relevant to what's currently going on. And he's part of a group called Prophecy Watchers as well. So that's sort of like where the head's at. You know, they're paying attention to this stuff. They have conferences and conversations. They keep up to date. But
So
but
you're
that's-
still doing the same thing, but with different, I guess, topics. You're like in different interests.
I just notice it. Like
Okay.
I don't seek it out like I did.
Right.
So I'm really not like I'll go weeks without watching one,
but it's popping up,
and
for
it'll
you.
pop up occasionally. I'll be like, oh, let me check it out.
Yeah.
Because when I am deliberately pulling up YouTube now, 9 times out of 10,
You know what you're looking for.
I'm putting on music.
It's Google.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It's Google.
I use it to play music more than anything.
Yeah, I love YouTube Music.
It's fun.
It's really fun. Yeah.
Every song is there,
yeah.
and yeah,
It is. It really is.
And I have premium, so no ads.
And then at one point, the YouTube Music for like actual official artists, it was like Vivo.
Vivo, yeah.
It'd be Justin Bieber Vivo,
and
it's
the Vivo
like, what
uploads
is
still make
this?
it to YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
well,
funny.
Vivo has a channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's crazy
It is crazy.
because YouTube's platform is so powerful.
yeah.
Everybody uses it.
You have to use it. Yeah.
People are even switching to YouTube for their like cable television services instead. You know.
Oh, they have TV. Yeah,
Like,
you
instead
can
of-
watch like football games, Super Bowl.
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
watch like live TV. You can watch broadcast channels.
Yeah.
You can watch it all.
We'll watch it live.
Watch it live. Oh, he's back. Classic Bill. Oh man, that's true. Yeah, YouTube really popped out of nowhere in a way, and now it's like a staple.
Well,
It's an internet staple.
when Google bought it, it blew up crazy
Yeah, yeah.
because now it has all this futuristic technology, all these servers, all this manpower behind it.
Well, and like Google's analytics too. Their
Exactly.
their algorithmic programming.
They knew exactly what to do with YouTube.
They know how to get people to stay on that thing. Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm not careful, because I'll listen to music videos and let it make its own playlist for me based on stuff I'm listening to,
And it's pretty good.
and it gets it right most of the
Yeah.
time. Like I'll put on some Creedence Clearwater Revival, and I'm hearing a mix of all my faves. Like the Eagles will come up. We'll get some Jim Croce in there.
Get
Like
some newer people. You're aging yourself.
oh man, yeah. Some Justin Timberlake and
It's not new enough.
I don't know new music. No, it's true. I don't really care for new music
Yeah.
very much. I like what I like.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a new song in a while that really made me go, "Oh man, I'm interested to hear what else is on that album." Like most of the new stuff that I come across, when I drive in the car, I'm listening to classical music 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
I put the classical radio station on, and that's good. I'm good.
So because I wake up so early and I'm driving by 3:30, I'm like really tired, like still sleepy when I'm driving to work and I have an hour commute.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to put on like really heavy
Oh yeah.
stuff and
Like
just wake me
Metallica.
up. No,
Evanescence.
no.
Wake me up.
Like Holy Name, shout out Holy Name,
Oh, word.
Sleeping Giant. So Christian stuff, because it goes back. We've talked about this, but it goes back to like gym music and stuff like that. I kind of want to, like, when it comes to music, I can listen to secular music, but I have this urge to kind of,
Not.
stop
Yeah.
sometimes. So like, especially in the morning, I want to start off I don't want to, start my morning off cursing myself, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Good point.
There was actually this thing. Was it Black Sabbath? Oh, Dio, and
Ronnie James Dio.
someone else. But Dio, was it Dio or was it the guitarist? Who was the guitarist? No, the Zach Wild, right? It was
Zakk
somebody
Wylde.
else. It was somebody
That
else
did what?
that did like actual satanic rituals and summoned Baal in a seance.
Whoa. And-
Supposedly, from what they said.
Okay.
Yeah. So like stuff like that, I'm like, it kind of deters me from listening to Dio Sabbath.
see.
Even like Ozzy Sabbath is not like, I used to like it a lot. It was good at the time, but I don't like go to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that happened to me too. Like when I got saved, I lost my taste for a lot of that. And if it feels satanic or evil or something, it'll typically be enough of a turnoff that I won't even bother with
Yeah.
it. And a lot of my old favorite music, I don't know, man. I can't really, like, I tried to listen to some Iron Maiden the other day, and it was just, I don't know, like,
Never got into them.
it kind of got, oh, dude, I used to love Iron Maiden. I mean, I was a total metalhead in high school, so, like, metal, dude, like, heavy metal, like, not really dark or, like, black metal or death metal or, like, but more like traditional heavy metal, like, Iron Maiden, Manowar, Rhapsody,
The ones who started it, pretty
Iced
much.
Earth, like, just, I mean...
Because I was into like,
I liked Megadeth, I like Slayer, I like Metallica.
yeah,
you know?
so like I was into like death metal, and I still like some death metal bands, but it has to be Christian. It has to have some better lyrics to
Christian death metal.
it. Yeah, there is some.
I know. I listened after your recommendation. I listened to Holy Name and Sleeping Giant and some of their tracks, and I was so like, huh. It's such a, to me, it seems like such a juxtaposition of
Yeah,
things that
yeah.
don't really go together.
Right.
And it was like
Yeah.
really interesting to me. Like Brian Welch from Korn,
He appeared on a Holy Name album.
he was, yeah. And him giving that's something I think we could get into.
Yeah,
this.
let's talk about yeah.
So
It's super interesting to me.
These musicians who work in this field, right? They're in these bands and they're in the music industry, which has its seedy and evil reputation, right? And most of them participate fully and wholehearted, like the rock star lifestyle, right? The rocker, like, partying
It's just
hard,
a sinful lifestyle,
drugs,
yeah.
drinking, sin, giving into temptation on a regular basis, fornication.
But
all
some
out,
of these
all over the
guys,
place.
you wouldn't put past that they're actually doing like pure evil.
Oh,
trying to do
100%.
stuff. Yeah.
And some of them even confirmed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, Ozzy Osbourne is no saint, right? Like, yeah, he says he thought it was a rubber bat and he bit the head off the bat. But also, like, dude, he was off the rails, man. Like, whether he was worshiping the devil or not, he was
that
like,
a pun?
He was,
Is that
on
where
a
it comes
crazy
from?
train.
Off the rails on a Is that where it comes from?
I wonder.
Off the rails.
Maybe, yeah. Running off the rails on a crazy train.
Wait, do you know what I'm talking about?
Off the rails? Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
no,
yeah.
we understand each
Yeah,
other.
okay. All right. I thought you were talking about a real train.
I wasn't trying to. I mean, I am a real train, if you will. Yeah,
I guess a double entendre.
You can get hit by a train. It's not pleasant, though.
Yeah, a train off of the rails and still going. It is crazy.
It is crazy.
You can't steer it.
I'm running off the rails. Yeah. No, it fits. It fits. Yeah. So I say all that to say, I find it terribly interesting and very encouraging too, and uplifting when one of these guys turns his life over to Christ.
Who appear to be like no hope almost.
Yeah.
Right? Like you guys chose a dark path.
Yeah, and what is it? They like fully revel in it, like, yeah, I'm the like Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue, Like, dude, actually all of them, honestly, all of those guys partied so hard.
Yeah.
And I think that was the era too when in the 80s, like late 70s, early 80s, definitely, bleeding into the late 80s. These groups like the harder you partied, like drinking on stage and just wild, crazy stuff, like, dude, people were eating that up. Their favorite bands were like the ones who were going nuts.
Well, it's anti-authority, right? It's
rebellion.
Exactly. It is rebellion. Mm-hmm. So people kind of like that, right? So like even when you're in high school or in middle school, the punkers, the punk rock kids, they're like, whoa, those guys are a little dangerous.
What are you, some kind of punker? I hate punkers.
Meanwhile, half of them are like vegan and straight edge, and it's just like, what the heck?
I remember when my older brother first taught me about emo kids.
Yeah.
And he called them backpack kids. And he said, because they go to shows and wear their backpacks and jump up and down holding their straps. And I was like, what is that? Like, I was a kid. I didn't know what he was talking about. Yeah. And then I get older and I, learn by like osmosis, research, whatever, exposure. Oh yeah, there is like a type of person at a show, and they're just like holding their backpack for security and just kind of bouncing in one place. Like,
yeah,
that's how they
very near to emo is Scene, which Scene is. Do you know about Scene kids?
I am familiar with Scene kids.
They tease their hair in the back and it's all poofy, and then the front is just over their eye. Very adjacent.
Oh, we're on one.
Those we would call Scene weenies, but it's funny because I liked that music a lot.
Yeah.
So like some of the emo stuff I'd like too.
I like some of it too.
But I was more into like. How old are you?
40.
33. So we're not that far apart. But it seemed to me, and maybe because I was immersed in it, that hardcore was like that hardcore like type of music.
Yeah.
Like the genre was everywhere, I guess, in my life. I was in a band, but it was still probably a little weird to everybody else.
Yeah.
Screaming music, scary, all this stuff. But emo was just like screamo, emo, Scene. That was like almost connected in a way where hardcore kids hated the Scene type music, but would still kind of listen to it and the emo stuff. Like I went to the show one time and this band would cover Ocean Avenue.
Okay.
Ocean Avenue.
Sleeping on Disdainable night.
Everyone sung to it.
Yeah.
And it was like, but if Yellow Card sang it, we would be like, boo,
whack.
yeah.
You guys suck. You're lame.
So there was almost this thing of appropriating.
You're right.
Screamo, emo.
They stole it better. Yeah. Well, it's like Alien Ant Farm did that cover of Annie, Are You Okay?
Better or worse?
And different. I don't want to say they did it better than Michael Jackson did the original, because the original's a banger, right?
But the
Alien Ant Farm cover was like respectable.
It slaps hard. And then that guy had like a 7-string bass.
Oh, dude, that was sick.
Dum, 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 dum.
So sick. Yeah.
It was heavy for
and did
for
Michael
that
Jackson
song.
like endorse not endorse, but he like gave it his blessing. He was like, yeah, it was good. It was good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Alien Ant Farm, I think they're from Corona.
No kidding.
Which
I
is
didn't know
Southern
that.
California, yeah.
That's weird. Yeah, that is in Southern California.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay, so to get back on topic,
right.
I do love the riff. So take the case of Brian Welch.
Right, yes.
Brian, parentheses, or quotations, head, quotations, Welch.
Brian
right?
Welch, yeah.
So he's a member of Korn, and Korn is one of those bands. Korn came around, I believe I was in middle school at the time, and Korn was like, dude, super heavy. It was so different, and it was fusing many different styles of music. But like some of the bands at the time, they were really tapping into, teenage feelings and feelings in general, let's be honest, but like especially that adolescent struggle in life, right? Where you're kind of like you're figuring out like what you're about, you're sort of kind of, getting an idea of who you are. You're also learning how to deal with trauma and pain, and for things like
these things kind of relate to one when you're young and you gravitate towards it, especially when you're changing and you're so used to this like I guess a quote unquote brighter life, and you're getting a little bit like, I guess, darker in your lifestyle. I guess a lot of teenagers might go through that. This type of music and people you kind of, I guess, identify with.
One thing that I noticed about it, especially when I was that age, the kids that loved the music the most were the ones that were like living in broken homes. So like mom and dad are fighting, or maybe I only have a mom, or I have two dads, or like, you know, just like a mysterious family situation or something, right? Like this one girl I knew in middle school, her dad like literally beat the tar out of her on a fairly regular basis. And, you know, this type of music, it was like her whole personality.
Yeah.
You know? And I kind of feel like it because of its appeal, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like gloomy and, you know, sort of like, you know, but also it's like angry and it's edgy. And, you know, I feel like, I don't know. It's like Nirvana. It's like, you know, grunge. It's like Bart Simpson made a quote on The Simpsons, you know, getting teenagers depressed is like shooting fish in a barrel. You know,
it's easy.
Smashing Pumpkins and, you know, bands like that. Like, but Korn did something at the time that was just so somehow revolutionary with their sound.
Is it new metal? Do you not like that?
That's a good point. I didn't really consider, because when I think of new metal, I think like, I don't know, like Limp Bizkit or
Limp Bizkit was like
not a little, maybe not.
Well, yeah. So it came around that time. Slipknot was a little bit more
Is Insane
metal.
Clown Posse new metal?
Is it?
No, I don't
they're
know.
like
I don't
rap,
know.
I guess.
I think they're like their own thing.
But like, yeah, Limp Bizkit's like the worst of it, but ended up, I guess, becoming the best of it because people were like, yeah, we'll you know,
we'll just embrace it.
embrace it, yeah. So, but like Linkin Park was new metal. So
Oh,
it's like,
man, yeah.
I guess that rap type flow,
It's like fusing-
rhythm with metal.
Yeah.
Korn, on the other hand, was different because the sounds that they would make, like,
Yeah.
dap, dap.
Oh yeah, that's actually
How
what popped in my head
mesmerizing.
like immediately. I remember there was a kid in my school that everyone thought we called them the freaky kids.
Yeah.
Which are basically like the goths, the emos, the punk, like
Yeah.
all the misfits, right? Another great band. But so like this one kid in the group could do that. So he could do that vocalization so well that oh man, I'm forgetting the front man's name. I'm gonna remember it as soon as I hear it. It's
I don't know it.
dang, what's his name?
But keep going.
But yeah, so he could do that. He could do that like vocalization that he did almost perfectly. Sounded just like him, right? And excuse me, all the freaky kids thought that he was like amazing. And for you out there, Jonathan Davis is the name. Thank you, Isaac, for the quick research. You're the Jamie of the podcast.
Jaime.
You're the Jaime of the podcast. Jaime, look that up. Jaime, check it real quick. No, but yeah, so Jonathan Davis does this thing. You know,
They had like, what was it dread? No, was it just braided?
it was dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like
They're
dreads
long
and braids.
dreads.
Yeah, dreads and
They're
braids.
bass and guitar all the way to their knees.
And like they're
like almost goth, like gangster,
like,
almost like
such
baggy
a
clothes.
Interesting
Yeah,
aesthetic, right?
yeah.
So many different styles. It's like Hot Topic blew up all over all of them.
Yeah, but they weren't tight clothes type.
No, not at
They
all.
were baggy clothes.
Baggy,
goth. They were baggy
chains
goths, yeah.
and buckles and
Yeah.
black and like
Piercing
leather
in the eyebrows,
piercings.
yeah.
They had Jonathan Davis had a microphone stand custom made that looked really disturbing.
Yeah.
It almost looked like an H.R. Geiger painting or something, like you know, the guy that designed the Alien movies or the Alien, the xenomorphs.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
H.R. Geiger was an
Oh,
artist who
okay.
that's his style.
Yeah.
I might be pronouncing his name wrong. But yeah.
Jagger.
So being immersed in all of that energy, right? You're in this band. It's very angsty. It's very angry. It's very upset. There's a lot of trauma. Jonathan Davis wrote a lot of songs because of his own childhood abuse and things like that, right? Very dark, upsetting. But that's kind of how they deal with their feelings. And for one of the members to like turn his life over to Christ is simultaneously amazing and beautiful and also a little surprising. But then when you learn more about God, it becomes less surprising.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I
That's
feel
true.
like, oh, perfect. You know, like great, another one, right?
It's almost like a celebration, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the
great.
heavenly host rejoices when even one sinner repents and
Yeah.
turns his life over to God.
Yeah.
And it's, I feel like celebrating too now.
Yeah.
You know, in the early days of my, having been saved and called, you know, I didn't really, I was still kind of figuring it out. But now I genuinely, I feel it. Like I don't think it. I didn't study a book like How to Be a Christian 101. but I do feel that naturally happening in me when I see things like this.
Yeah.
So I remember when I first found out that Brian Welch had declared faith in Jesus Christ, I was like, I was not a believer at the time. So I was like, whoa, weird.
Were you skeptic?
Yeah.
Skeptical? Yeah.
I was like, weird. What does that mean?
Yeah.
What? Like, why are these people finding Christ? That's so lame and weird. You
oh,
know?
I was skeptical in the opposite sense. I was like,
Is he
that
really doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny too, because like, I kind of feel those skeptical feelings now as a believer, which I regard as a sin, a temptation.
Right. It's bad.
I
yeah.
need to pop that away.
Yeah.
Because it's it's like I don't need to judge somebody else's salvation. You know? But I do it all the time.
It's hard. It's hard not to. But yeah, I agree with you. So there's also this element of somebody you grew up with, or somebody like a singer, an artist, or even like an actor or something, and they turn to Christ or they profess their faith. It's almost like, yes,
Right.
yeah, like good for you, awesome.
Well,
And
didn't you
I do
notice
feel joy.
a change in him?
I don't know. I don't follow him that closely.
Well,
but
I don't either, but I did. So I know Brian Welch prior to his change, and I've seen like even just a picture of him or a video, like his performance.
oh, his outside.
you can see
outside,
his appearance,
demeanor. Yeah.
Like not his aesthetic, because he's still like, I mean, he wears like a black puffy coat, and he's still got his
Still a little
dreads and
goth,
stuff.
yeah.
He still looks a little, tough, but just the way he looked, like his face, the lines on his face, something about it, I could just feel like, oh yeah, you look like you've actually changed.
Yeah.
Not like plastic surgery either, like you know what I'm saying?
not like Jim Carrey.
Right. Like the way you carry your face on a regular basis, the lines show on your face. That's why like you can meet an older person and think immediately, oh, you spent a lot of your life being angry. Because you made that angry looking
eyebrows
face.
are still furrowed.
You got the bridge all like tucked in, like that. So yeah, I mean, I kind of noticed that. Now, one that I am really wondering about is Alice Cooper.
He professes faith to
I
Christ?
believe so.
Oh, I didn't hear about that one.
I believe so. Alice Cooper. So, I mean, I might be talking out of the side of my face here, but, Alice Cooper, famously like a goth, like rocker, shocker, whatever.
Yeah, famous for Alice in Chains.
Like shock rock. Wait, Alice in Chains.
Is that not Alice Cooper?
No, Alice Cooper is his own like.
He's his own thing?
Yeah.
Who's Alice in Chains?
Alice in Chains is a group from the 90s,
Who's
I
the
believe.
guy from Alice in Chains?
The lead singer?
Yeah.
His name, you know what, honestly I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up cuz I don't rightly know.
You know what?
Oh, it says here since 2006. Hold up, that's the new lineup. What's the classic lineup? Original lineup consisted of Cantrell, Kinney, Staley, and Starr. They took the name from Staley's previous band, Alice in Chains. Oh, you're right. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know Alice in... Wait. Hold up. Oh,
That's
no.
why it's Alice.
No. You're wrong. I read that wrong.
Okay.
I'm wrong and you're wrong. We're both wrong.
Okay.
So Staley had a band, Alice in Chains, and then brought it to like some new members and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they're like part of like the Seattle rock, era, whatever. But no, Alice Cooper is confirmed born again Christian.
Oh.
So the thing about me that makes me wonder about him, about his transformation, and I'm trying hard to have a healthy conversation and not be like a judgmental Christian. But one thing that makes me wonder about him is, oh, okay, Alice Cooper is a self-professing Christian now. He's a born again, but he still like wears his scary makeup, and he, when he has appearances.
What's so scary about the makeup?
Well, it's like he has a thick black eyeliner that goes not just on the lids, but like around the eye, and then he draws it like down the cheeks.
It's like leaking, like tearing almost.
Like it's
a black
bleeding
tear.
down,
Yeah,
and that's how he's always like worn his makeup, right?
Right.
And it does make a person look a little more frightening, or So the thing is that makes me wonder: is that just him maintaining his persona as the character Alice Cooper of the music thing that he does, right? Or is that like? Is that how he expresses himself, as like who he is? Like it just, to me, now I'm not saying you become a Christian and then, okay, well, time to take out all my piercings, scrub off my tattoos, better only wear button-down shirts and no makeups and things. Like it makes me go, interesting. Because I don't know, I don't know. Because I don't know. I mean, of course he could be saved. You
Right,
know?
yeah.
I mean, I'm a wretch, right? And
Yeah.
I have tattoos and I have knuckle tattoos and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You
like,
do?
people might think about me.
Oh man, I think we're gonna have to cut this pod short.
Oh man, I gave it. That's why I always hold my hands this way, so that you can't see them. But yeah, I mean, I've met people that think, you know, when I first got my knuckle tattoos, people were like, "Are you in a gang?" Oh no, I'm like, no, far from it. I have zero interest.
Like
in,
it's a cheat code.
yeah, exactly. It's from a video game.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a huge nerd.
And I
But
want
that's what
everyone to know.
That's what I think is so interesting, because we instinctively view each other's external appearance and automatically make assumptions, draw
But
conclusions.
those are judgments.
We make judgments,
Yeah,
right?
you're judging the book cover.
We evaluate each
Yeah.
other based on that. And what did Jesus famously say to the Pharisees? He called them whitewashed tombs. They're so white and clean and
You're
polished on
focused
the outside.
cleaning the outside. Yeah, exactly.
But inside, dead men's bones. You know, they're walking dead because
Yeah.
they, and I think maybe that's like a nod at their inability to be saved, perhaps, because they're walking in open sin in a way. Like, you know, the whole thing with the Pharisees is just kind of like putting on a show for everybody.
Yeah.
Trying to act like we're the good stuff. We're better. Like, oh, well, I pray loudly outside the temple and wear the finest robes and look how important I am. Like, but really, God elevates the lesser on the regular.
yeah,
I mean, yeah.
yeah,
All throughout Scripture, it's the last being put first, because all the people the world put first, or the people in the world that put themselves first, I guess, are typically the most wicked people in society.
yeah. Or the least to that someone would think would get the job done.
Yeah,
So like David was the youngest of his brothers, right?
yeah, yeah.
No one thought he was going to be king. He was left out of.
David, you're the shepherd. What are you doing up here on the battlefield?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And when he was being evaluated, when Saul, right,
Yeah.
was evaluating David, and he's like, what, you know, just like looking at him, like, surely this isn't the, you know, but the prophet confirms, no, yeah, this is the one.
Samuel.
Samuel.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So I like that moment too, because it's confounding, right? It's I think it's in Proverbs, but it confounds the superior, the wise, or whatever. You know, it's wait a minute, why is this? You know, and I think that's also part of our test in faith, to be able to accept something like that. Like Jesus is washing the disciples' feet, and whoa, hang on, what are you doing? He's like, hey, if you don't let me do this, you have no part with me. I need to serve you.
Yeah.
And you need to serve each other.
Yeah.
What an example.
Yeah.
God himself on his knees in the dirty dirt, washing dirty feet with his own garments.
Humbling.
Very humbling. Right.
Yeah, double humble.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
he became human.
Right, exactly. I mean, he humbled and condescended into creation with us, and played the role of a servant. Well, not just played, but lived the life of a servant,
Yeah.
and ministered and preached and gave a really powerful example of how we should be to each other. And I've said this to my kids all the time. If we behave that way, like if everyone in the world, imagine, if every single human in the world immediately had a change of heart to where they would be servants to each other exclusively, only serving,
Yeah.
never taking for yourself, never trying to beef yourself up. If we all just take care of each other, boop, you're good.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
Nothing could be bad if we're all taking care of each other.
Sounds like communism
Be
to me.
perfect. Well, see, communism is what it is because there's still a ruling body
Yeah.
that gets to benefit.
That ends up becoming a ruling body. Like the idea of communism can't really, I guess, happen. Like what Karl Marx wanted, like
Yeah.
a real communist thing, because somebody becomes in power.
Somebody ends up being the
Something
leader.
Ends up being.
Well, because not everybody follows the play. You know,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like if I put out, case in point, I made these mini banana muffins, and it's so good. I love the mini bites. Like it's great.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you can eat so much muffin, but you're really
Yeah.
eating maybe like half a muffin. With
Right,
3
yeah,
of them.
yeah.
So I made a bunch of mini banana muffins, and my kids were like, I want them. And I'm like, all right, 2 per kid, because we want to make these last, right? And after one kid, if they all get their 2, I got one kid coming back. Can I have another one?
Yeah.
Can I just have one more? Like, well, it's not really fair, because then I'm gonna have to give everybody else another one, and then and then you're gonna throw the whole system off,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But somebody always wants more. but 2 muffins was enough. Or, I mean, it's just food, right? What about supplies? I know in communism, it's supposed to be kind of like the WF model, like you'll own nothing and be happy, right?
Yeah.
You only get what you need
Right.
and no more,
Right.
so that there's enough for everybody to have exactly what they need and
Except
no more.
for those who are implementing
Except
it.
for the people who are in charge,
Yeah.
who always end up being in charge. So, in that the human nature, the greed, the temptation, we could not self-govern because we're flawed, because
Yeah.
we're fallen, we're broken.
Yeah.
And we get made whole in Christ, which is why we need a king, and he is our king,
Yeah.
and it's great. I mean, God is the king, right? God is the overseer of all things. He is the Lord, eternal, heavenly Father over all things. And even in the garden, Adam, it was not good for him to be alone. He made Eve. Now they're dwelling in the garden together, and they're just tending the garden. And the enemy comes along and is like, hey, did he really say that was bad for you, And then it goes off the rails.
Yeah. You can be like him.
Did he really say you would die? He just doesn't want you to become like he is. And then that was, oh. And then, and right after that line, Eve's like, she goes, oh yeah, that does look kind of good actually, now that you mention it, right?
Yeah.
Like she saw that it was desired to make one wise.
You
and
can't have.
oh yeah, well maybe now I can have it, right? Like,
Yeah.
so I assume they were happily obeying God's commands until that seed of doubt was planted. And unfortunately, they gave in, both of them. So then we have the condition we have now, and we cannot be self-governing because evil, wicked, powerful people will rise to the top and enslave the rest.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of part of the puzzle, I guess. We sort of went off topic of musicians becoming Christian, but
That's okay.
I kind of enjoyed the direction it went
Yeah.
because it really made me kind of think about things in a different way.
Yeah. We ended up getting there.
We got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess to summarize all of it, there's always a constant struggle. There's always a battle with being righteous and giving in to whatever sin we have in our lives, any temptation. So seeing people that just give into the temptation, that welcome it so freely,
Yeah.
choose Christ, is almost like it's spectacular. Like you like watching that.
It's kind of
Like,
amazing.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And it also shows that I guess even if you reject God, there's always still, like at one point in your life, there's always still he's always still there waiting for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Like
he's
a good
always
father,
willing-
right?
Yeah, he's always willing to accept
He's
you.
waiting for the prodigal son to return.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess we're all the prodigal sons.
I told that story to my daughters the other night, and I framed it this way. I was asking questions to help them think and to inspire them to come up with their own ideas and conclusions. But one of the inspirations for the story, or one of the things that I said was like, what do you think that story is about? And my daughter in question, she's answered, it's about the son, like coming back, blah, blah, blah. I was like, do you think the son did anything bad? And she goes, no. And I said, okay, well, let me offer you this. I think the son was very bad. I think he was a very bad son because he demanded his share of the inheritance, which was to be passed to him upon his father's death, I'm assuming, right? Which, that sounds kind of awful. Like, as a dad, if one of my kids came up to me and said, hey, Dad, I want my share of the money from when you die, I would probably feel pretty awful,
Yeah.
and I would feel hurt.
It's almost like cutting you off.
It's like,
at that
whoa.
moment. Yeah.
You don't want me in your life anymore.
Right.
You want to take what I have. That's
Almost
what
like
you care about.
Severance.
Yeah.
Severing.
Cutting the connection.
Yeah. You're cutting that connection.
So he's like, I want my money. And then what does he do with it? Well, Dad, of course, okay, here you are. And what does he do with it? He
Peace
skips
out.
town. Deuces.
Yeah.
And then he goes off to party and he frivolously spends it all. And he ends up feeding pigs for a living and he can't even survive. He can't even afford food.
Which pigs they don't even eat.
And he wants, right? And so he wants
It's
to
like
even,
the lowest form of.
he even wants to eat the pig's food.
Yeah.
He's like, man, these things I'm feeding the pigs are looking kind of tasty,
Yeah.
And then so he makes a decision. And he says, you know what? Ugh, this sucks. I need food.
I don't like
I
eating
bet my
pig's
father's servants are eating like kings right now. I'm going to go back to Dad and see if he'll let me work for him. And so and even then he anticipated his father incorrectly, right? Which you could see as a slight. So he comes crawling back, and what does Dad do? Hey, I'm here.
Yeah, welcome
Oh,
back.
give him a robe. Put a ring on his finger.
Yeah.
Slaughter the fattened calf. We're having a feast. My
Yeah.
son is returned.
Yeah.
And he celebrates.
Yeah.
So much that the other son, who never left,
What happened?
What are you
What's
doing?
going on?
What are you doing? He said, hey,
I've been here this whole time.
yes, that's right. You've never left me.
Yeah.
But he left and came back. I've regained a son.
I'm happy.
He lost a son
Yeah.
and got him back. What a joyful moment.
Yeah.
Because the pain of loss.
Yeah.
God feels pain when we drift away from him, I'm sure. And the pain of the enemy tampering with everybody. And, so what a joyful moment it is for God and the heavenly host.
Am I making this up, or is there a scripture that says even the angels celebrate?
Yes. No,
Yeah.
you are not making it up. It
Okay.
is accurate. I believe it's in Luke.
So there's a party going on.
Yeah.
In heaven. When
Let's go.
someone converts. Yeah.
I imagine, and I don't want to be blasphemous or disrespectful here, but I imagine it's like every time a sinner repents, it's a rejoicing. It's like they're cheering. I can almost hear it. and feel it.
Confetti, horns are coming off.
Let's go.
Like, yeah, everyone's excited.
Another
Everyone's
one. All
happy.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Welcome
God.
home.
Welcome to because they're part of we're part of the family.
Yeah, exactly.
We have one Father.
Yeah.
And under one Father, we are all His children. We're all brothers and sisters. Even the Elohim that were made before us, they're our family.
Sons of God.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I think that's part of what I'm going through when I see, people that seem to be serving the enemy
Yeah.
do an about face. It's wonderful. I love it.
Yeah.
And even in my own life, my wife has told me something to the effect of that she's sometimes finds herself being, I don't know if amazed is the right word, but like not surprised, but like surprised at how much I love God. Because she knew me before I loved God, and I hated God. I never said I hate God like that. I mean, I might have a few times, but I didn't feel like I was living my life acknowledging God and then openly shaking my fist at Him, but I was living my life in a way that hated God. I was doing all the sins, and I did them on purpose, and I loved to sin, and the only time I didn't like my sin was when I got in trouble or caught. Like, I got into some extreme mischief as a young man, and I was enjoying every second of it until I had to pay the consequences.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, this sucks, this is the worst, I want a way out.
Yeah.
But I never thought God could save me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it feels cool to have been an evildoer who I loved my sin, every one of them, I loved them all. To do an about face and declare my life to Jesus.
Yeah, I'm glad you finished that sentence.
Yeah.
It feels cool to be an evildoer.
Oh, yeah. Somebody's going to clip that and make me look awful. No, yeah.
Tim said it feels cool.
Yeah, right. It's just, oh man, I get what it means to be reborn.
Yeah.
Like when it happened to me, I didn't fully understand it.
Yeah.
But I've come to a better understanding now where I'm like, yeah, I really was born again.
Yeah.
I really am a new me because I'm learning how to live life. Like, because, when you're little, right? When you're a baby, you're learning every moment.
Yeah.
You learn how to lift yourself up. You learn how to walk. You learn how to feed yourself,
Yeah.
go to the bathroom, like everything, right? And I'm like relearning how to be a person
Yeah.
with this new set of attributes.
Yeah.
With this changed, transformed heart.
Right.
It's cool.
It is cool.
I always got frustrated when I didn't realize that, oh, it's okay, I'm a baby Christian. I'm not supposed to be like Paul right now,
Yeah.
Like who gets saved and immediately is a Paul level.
How fast would you give yourself grace from when you catch yourself, or when you caught yourself like, dang, I'm not like to that level yet?
In the beginning, minutes.
Okay.
Now, immediately.
Okay.
Immediately I cut those thoughts off because I know, hey man, this is my journey.
Right.
This is my path.
Right.
I have my own individual path that I have to walk, and so I can't waste time comparing myself to others and think, I admire Paul's faith.
I wonder if that's why Paul, was it the Corinthians where he told, hey, you weren't baptized in Paul's name.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
weren't baptized in this Apollo's name. Mm-hmm. Baptized in Jesus.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
People were like fanboying over Paul.
Yeah.
And the other leaders of the church.
Well, he also did an about face, so they're like, whoa.
Yeah, that's inspiring.
That's inspiring. Yeah.
And it's even more inspiring that he says, hey, and he rejects all the praise. Listen, you need to take this to God. This is not for me.
Yeah. I was making the noise, but pointing up.
Pointing up.
With my thumb. Yeah, like, hey, worship up,
Yeah, right?
not to me.
Well, and we have several instances, too, where people fall down and worship at the messengers, the angels,
Peter.
John
John
Peter
with the
saying
angel.
it's good for us to be here with Moses and Elijah.
No, but Peter, who was it that fell on Peter's feet and was like kissing the floor and all this?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, wait, get up.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a man just like you.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the angel to John. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everybody pretty
Big
much.
deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. I mean, everybody knows you only worship God. You know? And I don't know what made me think of this, but somebody pointed out something that reminded me. So, like, even the demons recognize who Jesus is. Mm-hmm. And they bend to his authority. Mm-hmm. But they don't love him.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like they do, they acknowledge his authority and lordship.
Well, they recognize his power.
And they know
That's what
who
they're
he
scared
is.
of, I think.
And they're terrified.
Yeah.
But they hate him.
Yeah. They chose against him.
And they hate us.
They chose against him, but I don't know if I don't think there's any salvation, any grace for the demons.
Well, no, they're Rephaim. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not living souls like we are.
So they're condemned.
They're like
forever now.
disembodied evil spirits, and they're
Yeah.
going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
They know their days are numbered. You
Right.
know, like, have you come to torment us before the time, right? Or the demon legion that was in the man, and then begged to be sent into the pigs. You know,
Yeah.
send us into the pigs.
Instead of what else came after.
Right.
Yeah.
Conspiracy tangent. The pigs all ran into the ocean.
Is it what? Is it a swim?
People say, well, they ran into the ocean to drown. They drowned.
So
they all died.
so the demons and
spirits-
angels, the demons are in the ocean, but if we're going conspiracy time, people think aliens are in the ocean.
I was about to connect that dot. Glad you're on the same page.
Yeah.
So conspiracy. Now this is not a conspiracy. The pigs ran into the ocean.
Right.
Scripture says so.
Right,
They
right.
died there.
Yeah.
Also confirmed.
Yeah.
Well,
But the demons.
The
inside,
demons
yeah.
that were possessing the pigs, where did they go?
Yeah.
One speculation is they are in the ocean, under the ocean, deep under in the ocean, and perhaps masquerading as what we would call aliens, right?
Yeah.
And now I wonder about that. So
Really quick, the
Yeah,
reason
yeah.
why we're connecting the two is because recently, within the last 10 years, there's videos of these quote-unquote spacecrafts.
And, like, the orbs and stuff, too.
Things coming in and out of the ocean,
Yeah.
pilots saying that it went deep into the ocean.
Without disturbing the water,
Yeah,
too.
exactly. So that's how we're
Freaky stuff.
connecting the two. Yeah.
So we know that a demon can invade a human, can possess a human, also clearly possess an animal. So for all we know, they went way down into the deeps and possessed whatever animals they found there, or I don't really know how it works, but they got to have a host, somehow, right? Or they can just be wandering, or
I don't know.
what I'm getting,
know
what
if
I'm
they have
driving
to.
at ultimately is that all the weird stuff that we've made explanations for in life, like ghosts, the mysterious Appalachian woods monsters, like, have you heard some of those, man? Like
Yeah.
the skinwalkers,
Yeah,
or like
skinwalkers, yeah.
or like the Yowie, or these other, like, all these vampiric, like, evil organisms and things.
Well, you lived by there.
I sure did. But actually, I didn't live that deep in the South. But yeah, so, like, you have all these creepy monsters and scary things, and ultimately, what I'm suggesting is that obviously they originated in Scripture. Like,
Right.
we have evidence that these things have been spoken about. We have our own fairy tales about them, but they have a true, legitimate, real origin. Like, they're real, but they're not what you've been led to believe. There's no such thing as a ghost by the definition of ghost that we have.
You're saying a human spirit that is lost in the middle of nowhere.
No, I'm
doesn't know
saying
where to go.
a demon spirit.
Well, no, you're saying what other people think what a ghost is.
Oh, yeah.
is
People
dead
think, yeah, a
person
dead
who
human,
doesn't know
and
what
it's
to
their
do.
soul.
Yeah,
or-
exactly.
So
or they're haunting. It's that person's
it's
thing.
like it's connected to them somehow.
Another thing, when people do see ghosts or see family members that passed away,
Yeah.
demons that are masquerading as them,
Yeah.
tricking, yeah,
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
because people are like, grandpa or dad or
Mm-hmm.
uncle or whoever, and they're talking to them and they're telling them things and they're believing it because they think it's a family member.
Yeah.
That's actually like true, like
Very disturbing.
Yeah.
Well, the one where, like, these little horror stories about these people impersonators. The daughter, like, gets up to use the bathroom, walks past her parents' room because she's scared, looks in, sees mom and dad sleeping, and feels better. And as she walks toward the bathroom, she hears her mother downstairs calling her name.
oh yeah.
Whoa, spooky. Which one is the real mom?
Yeah.
Is it the one laying in bed next to dad, or is
the
it
one
the
that-
voice downstairs?
Yeah.
You know?
That knows my name.
Creepy. So I think all those things objectively, they're not what we've been led to believe. It's very sensational and mysterious and otherworldly, but there's actually a real, tangible, plausible explanation that is actually less harmful. Like, I take comfort knowing that all these things there's nothing new under the sun, right? Like, aliens, well, we're calling them aliens, but I fully believe that that's Rephaim, that's Nephilim spirits, that's fallen angels. You know, there's no...
There's
You know what
not
I mean?
extraterrestrial.
Yeah, I don't think there's like
They're
other
not,
planets. Like
yeah.
Star Trek is a fun show and it's interesting, but it's like completely far-fetched. Like there's no other worlds with other life that are humanoid and have, you know, all different features, but they're clearly all just like, hey, how can we make a person look like an alien without too much money?
Yeah, so you're saying I can't fight a lizard man really slowly,
Sorry, bro.
like Captain Kirk?
You can't fight a lizard man in slow-mo. You're not making that kind of Shatner money.
Man, this dog is really...
Yeah, I was really trying not to mention it the whole time, and part of me wanted to evade, but then also it kept getting quiet.
It's getting louder.
I feel like something's going on, man. It's
no,
like,
it's us. So this dog,
We're disturbing it.
all day, all night.
Oh, wow. That's
All day, all
rough,
night.
man.
It's rough, yeah.
All
I
day.
can sleep through it like a baby.
All day barker.
My wife, my niece, they have a hard time.
Well, you know, there's a reason for that.
Why?
We are not wired to rouse to this kind of disturbance.
Really?
It's not danger.
So, because it's not mine, I can sleep. My quails, if they're loud, I wake up because I don't want to disturb others around.
Okay.
Quails and anything, if it's here, I don't want to be the disturbance.
Well, what I was explaining and driving at is that, like, men biologically are wired to protector mode.
So if it's not danger, it doesn't
So
matter.
if it's not an immediate danger to you or your loved ones, you're not worried.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when we had our babies, you know, I'm sleeping, and of course my wife is exhausted, and I don't wake up to the baby crying usually, because I know it's okay.
She wakes you up.
She well when we're breastfeeding, you know, she
Oh,
just
she
gets
has to,
up.
yeah.
She's like, hey man, I mean, I did wake up with her a few
You
times,
offered?
which I was like, look, if you want to wake me up when you need to breastfeed so you can feel like you're not suffering alone, I'll suffer with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though I know in my heart there's no logical reason for both of us to have a crappy night's sleep. But once we started pumping,
there
and,
together. Yeah,
like,
you're trying
I mean,
to
I'd
be
be there
like
in solidarity.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
that's the only reason it makes sense to
Yeah.
me, and I will do that for you. And I did a few times. But objectively, it's like she would wake up to do the feedings until I could start doing feedings, and we would pump milk and bottle. And
Yeah.
you know, we didn't want to do the bottle too quickly either. But anyways, I say all that to say, if like I will wake up sharply to a sound. Like I woke up one time. My bedroom is on the other end of the house, opposite where the front door and the driveway is. So what I'm painting a picture of here is I'm very far away with lots of stuff in between me. We run a white noise machine for the little ones to sleep to, and sometimes my older kids are using their fan or something. So there's a lot of noise in between me and the front of the house.
Yeah.
But I woke up one time to somebody in the driveway, and I was out there in moments with my weapon, just ready to handle business
Yeah.
in my underwear in
Yeah.
the middle of the night.
Nice,
And,
Captain Underpants.
you know, I'm down to save my family.
Yeah.
And I woke up, and my wife didn't.
Huh.
I woke up and got all the way out there, and I heard footsteps like walking away.
Oh.
They weren't close to my house. So what I concluded is that, and the noise I heard was him throwing a beer can in my trash can
Oh.
and then walking away,
Right.
right? Which sometimes that bothers me. Like, yeah, maybe it's someone hiding a drinking habit in the neighborhood, or maybe it's somebody wandering through, or
No,
somebody that
it's
was like
still
out.
invasive.
I don't like it,
Yeah.
you know, but I do try to explain it to myself to like, hey man, we don't need to hit the panic button. I don't need to fortify the home like that. We have a good security system in place.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I woke up to it very easily. I was alert quickly. I was prepared and ready to defend the home.
Yeah.
But then the baby's crying for food in the middle of the night. I know the sound of that cry. You know, it's true. Like it's a very interesting concept. When you're a parent and you hear your kids crying, you just know.
Yeah.
Like I know some parents don't really get it, and I'm not sure why that is. But when I became a dad and I listen to my kids, I can tell.
Yeah.
Like I can hear my daughter crying from another room. I can tell you if it's a fake cry. I can tell if she's frustrated. I can tell if she's hungry. Tell you if she's crying, she's got to go to the bathroom. If her sister's being mean, like I understand it.
You know what
it's
kind
like
of
a
cry it
different
is, yeah.
language. I can identify them.
Yeah.
But they don't wake me up unless it's an I'm in danger cry.
Right.
And the cries while I am awake that get my attention the quickest and the hardest are the I'm hurt cry.
Yeah.
Like one of my kids fell off the trampoline or something.
Ooh.
No, not the trampoline. We have like a kind of like you. We have a couch in our patio, and they were on the edge of the couch and fell over and smacked on the concrete.
Yeah.
And I was in seconds. I was there.
Yeah.
You know, but the other like I'm frustrated because I can't do something right cry. I don't run into the room.
It's not an emergency.
I don't break my neck getting to that cry.
Yeah.
I get there. I do.
Yeah.
But I'm not like when I hear that I'm in pain, I'm hurting, I'm hurt cry.
It's an emergency. I need to be there.
I have gone to my child so fast that I'm bleeding after and I don't really realize why. And it's because like I just ran past or like something scratched up my arm one time and it was like blood was running down my elbow. But I didn't notice until after I got my daughter okay. And I'm like, whoa, how did that happen? But then I saw the blood.
Running, yeah,
exactly. I saw the blood on, there's like a nail sticking out on the side of our like shed or something, right? But I saw like a little blood smear. I was like, oh, that's probably what happened. I was like, I clipped it, but it didn't even register at the time because I had to do that.
Yeah, something more important.
100%.
Yeah. I don't have kids, so
I'm not trying to rub it in your face, but it is. It's one of those things.
But I get it. So
Yeah.
same thing here. So like it's like we have a fan, we have an air purifier running, and I'm opposite of the driveway too.
Yeah.
But when I hear something that I don't recognize, a noise, I'm like awake. Even when like I wonder if the listeners can hear it. It's getting a little windy here.
It sure is.
But
it's getting chilly too.
It's getting a little cold, yeah. But if I hear something that I don't recognize,
Yeah.
I'm up.
Same.
I'm looking at it. I'm scoping the place.
You walk outside and everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So sometimes I forgot what it was that I heard. It's happened a few times where I hear something and I'm just going outside, just looking, doing an ocular inspection.
Oh, is that a special kind of what is?
This is my eyes.
Ooh, you using them $10 words? Yeah. No, I know what ocular means. I enjoyed that phrase. Oculars.
And yeah, if everything's cool, I'm good.
Yeah.
Then I go back to knock out, just start snoring again.
Isn't it funny how quickly you can get back to sleep when
Yeah.
you confirm that everything's okay?
Yeah.
And I think it's awesome actually.
It is a switch. It's because like when I'm up and I'm alert, I'm like, oh, let me go check, and I'm ready
Yeah.
for whatever it is. And then I'm like, all right, everything's good. Switch goes off. I'm like, oh, I'm tired actually. Let me
Yeah.
go back to bed.
I think you get a little spike of adrenaline.
It is, yeah.
And then it makes you very sleepy afterwards. So you just go right back to sleep.
Yeah.
No big deal.
That's probably what it is. Makes sense.
On the subject of sleeping in partners, do you ever do you fall asleep in weird situations?
No.
Like,
Well, like what?
Do you fall asleep sitting up at the table or stuff like that?
So right now, I have 1 foot on the ground. I'm sitting down on a chair, and I have one leg crossed over with my ankle, like on my other knee.
I can see you, bro.
Yeah. But there was once where I fell asleep like this, like laying down, but my foot on my knee, and my hands behind my back, and I just knocked out like that.
Okay, all right.
And I woke up and I'm like, why am I in this position?
I might be gifted then. I thought it was everybody. I fall asleep sitting up, like straight up.
I can't stay sitting up. Like I'll like nod off and my head will be like falling.
Yeah.
And I'll wake myself up. And
But
then
like
just
you
lay
fall
down.
asleep in an upright position.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have been able to do this.
Yeah.
And I have been given the hardest of times by my darling wife because she can't understand for the life of her how I can fall asleep in a position like that.
Well, do you have a recliner?
No. Well, we do, but I don't use it. I don't recline.
So on the recliner, I can fall asleep very easily sitting back.
Yeah, for me, it's like I was at the kitchen table one night.
Oh, I can't fall asleep on the kitchen table. Actually, I do have a story about that. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll do it quickly. So my wife and kids are sleeping, and I enjoy my peace and free time the most. Like sometimes I need time by myself, and I enjoy it the most at my house when everyone's asleep, because I feel totally secure because I know where my family is and I know they're safe and they don't need me. I'm there if they do.
No worry, no stress.
There's no worry, no stress. Everybody's sleeping. It's quiet. And I got the whole place to myself as long as I'm very quiet.
Yeah.
So I was very quietly in the kitchen. I think I was watching a movie on my phone at the table, and I was having like a midnight snack, like total dad business, right?
Tiptoeing
to the fridge to get a piece of cake. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah. But of course it's getting late and I'm older and I'm tired. And so I fell asleep upright while my movie was still playing.
On the kitchen table.
At the kitchen table.
Yeah.
And my wife comes out because she wakes up and I'm not there, and that's very alarming to her,
Right.
so she'll go to find me.
Right.
So she found me, And it was like, why are you sleeping out here? You're not sleeping in there with me. And I'm like, whoa, wait. You know, I was just having my little free time, and then I knocked out. Like, I wasn't planning on it, you know? But it's the other thing, too. Like, sometimes sleep will come suddenly upon me that I'm not even aware that I'm getting tired. And then I'm suddenly, like, nodding. And
It's like a spell.
Very
like,
suddenly.
You're just like, whoa.
You know?
So that hasn't happened to me in a long time. But one time that I can remember, this is also when I was drinking a lot.
Yeah, this happened to me with no drinking. But continue.
Yeah, so this is a long time ago when I was drinking a lot, heavily. And we went to my now wife's house, which then wasn't my wife. It was me and my friend, and let's just say my wife.
Glad we decided on that. Figured it out.
I was out drinking, and then we went back to her house, and her dad was on the end of the table, and we sat down and we're talking to him for a little bit. I think she went to her room to do something, and this was like maybe 10, 11 at night, and he was talking to us, and he liked talking to people. He loved talking to people, and so he kind of just caught us and was just talking to us, my friend and I. And then my wife came down and sat down. I was at the other end of the table just staring at him straight. He was like locking eyes with me, not looking around. I'm like, oh man, this is tough. And it was just so hypnotizing. And I was like falling asleep. I feel so bad if I was falling asleep. I was just not. I was just falling asleep, and he's still talking to me. And I'm like, oh, I think I gotta go or something.
Oh man, you were done.
Yeah, but that was the only time I fell asleep at the kitchen table.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, I don't count the drinking past falling asleep ones because that's past.
That's PEDs. Yeah, that's
a different kind of reason.
Yeah, those are steroids for falling asleep anywhere.
I have definitely worked so hard in a day that I fell asleep before I normally go to bed so quick that I was like, whoa.
I do now.
Like surprised how tired I am.
Yeah.
Like the day that I worked on the shed. Oh man, I don't even remember when I went to bed that night, but I know it had to be early. Like that project really wiped me out.
So falling asleep before everyone else is a bit scary. So before I started
I don't
working,
like doing that.
Yeah, so before I started working where I work now, very early shift, hour commute, so I got to leave early. I sleep early because it's a lot of labor, and it is a little alarming. So like before that, I would be the last to fall asleep.
Same.
So my niece closes. She's a manager at a restaurant, so she closes, gets home 11, sometimes 1. I'll just be up on my phone, and I'd be in bed, but I just can't sleep until I know everyone's okay.
Yeah.
You know, like even to where they're in the room. At least she's in the house. Then I just like literally knock out. And it's just like, okay, it's time to like.
Yeah,
she's
off.
safe. She's safe. Yeah. But now I'm like I'm going to bed at 6:30, 7:30, and then I wake up at like 10 in a panic.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, everyone's good. All right, we can go back to bed.
I'm with you. I'm exactly the same way.
Yeah.
I can't relax until I know the people around me are safe.
Yeah.
But I like that, and I think I regard that as that's one of our inbuilt qualities, part of God's design.
Yeah.
And
Protector.
we can use that quality for abuse, but when you're right with God, you're using it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Like a man's authority and leadership is not meant to keep anybody down.
Are you talking about toxic masculinity?
Is that what it's called? I don't go for these buzzword phrases and whatnot, man. But that's what, yeah, it is. So,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. Like a man's, strength,
Role is not to hold
the
woman down. Yeah.
It's meant to support
And
and
uplift.
cover and provide, protect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel at my best when I'm protecting, when I'm serving, when I'm caring for others, if I'm lifting things, building things.
But it's also if you're in a house full of women, there's this like
I am in a house full of women.
better. So am I. Better
Nice.
me than them, right?
Copycat.
So like, yeah, better me than them.
Yeah.
Like
Self-sacrifice.
exactly. And it's not like I'm doing it for that. It's just I kind of just have to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, that's our oh no, everything's off the rails plan for like a home invasion or something. I get in between my family and the danger.
Yeah.
And my wife gets the kids away.
Yeah, and this is not the pod for it, but Balrog, Gandalf.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That was the other week.
Right, exactly. All right. That was back.
That's a good tease though for the listeners. You know, stay tuned. We have exciting things on the horizon.
But I think that's why we like certain things, like certain medias that we consume, when it has this sacrificial element to it, and it's just like, it's not go him, he's a hero. It's like, you have to do it.
Yeah,
It's him or nobody.
well, yeah,
It's him or everybody. I mean, whatever the situation is, it's either one person or it's all persons. And I don't see it as a heavy thing. Like, I don't see it as a responsibility or a burden.
I don't necessarily think of it as a burden, but I'm just kind of reflecting on the feeling I just had when I did that physical thing. I was thinking about how some men don't recognize that about themselves.
Beta males.
I guess that's what they're called.
This
Maybe.
is an alpha male podcast.
I guess so.
This
Yeah.
is red pilling. We're red pilling the audience.
We got to make our own pills.
I guess so.
What color would our pills be? Green pill?
No, too close to cannabinoids.
Oh no, we don't know. What about a brown pill? Maybe we don't do pills.
All right, let's.
Those days are over.
All right, no pills. We're the no pill podcast.
We're the no pill. Ooh, no pill. That would have been a cool name for a podcast, but Adjacent Statements is so much better.
no pill podcast, and it's just tearing down all these pills that
It could be a
everyone's throwing away.
segment, or it could be a mini series. Or
Okay.
something. Yeah, no pill.
And then
Here's
just
the no
attack
pill.
whatever pill they're trying to throw at us.
You know, let's take Advil and Tylenol. Let's attack Tylenol.
Tylenol.
No, I'm just kidding.
Ibuprofen?
Yeah, don't do that. We don't do any of those actually.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, we have emergency ibuprofen. Just in case something happens, we have a
Like for
bit of-
antipyretics, like fever reducing.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Never
No,
heard
I'm
of that
saying
word,
is that
but
what you
yeah.
use it for it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'd use it for that, or I don't know, in a dire situation. But
Dire.
yeah, weird that we veered off in this direction.
We ended up in a very interesting space, but I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm noticing a little something familiar about it. We've had, this tends to happen when we're running out of juice,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, we had a great, I love this episode very much,
really good. Yeah.
but I also recognize
exciting.
I think we've hit
Is this it?
well, you remember when we did the one over at the park and we were walking back
We felt it.
and we were feeling like, yeah, I think we got there.
Yeah.
But not just that we got to the end of the episode, but that we were like done.
Yeah, it feels there's a sense of completeness.
Like
Yeah.
I think I've spent the energy that I wanted to spend. I've discussed the things that were on my mind, but also I do have more things that I want to discuss and share. But I feel like,
but not with this audience.
I feel great. Yeah, no, but another episode.
Oh yeah, for sure. Me too.
I wonder, the listeners will probably catch on to the pattern too, because you can tell like the tone changes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, the music's fading in. So
Yeah.
what can we say
How
to
cool
kinda
is that? Are
end
we
it
breaking
out?
the fourth wall right now? Like, all right, so you're listening to this dope outro track here. I mean, yeah. I would want people listening to this to be entertained, to feel good. I like to think that our podcast will become something like a comfort listen.
Yeah. Like, you guys are just chilling.
Yeah,
You
we're
guys
all
are
hanging
part
out.
of the combo. Yeah, exactly. We're all hanging out. And that's how I see it. It's
I like to
Me
listen
and
to
you
stuff
hang
like that
out.
when I'm alone.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Like
Me-
it sounds like I'm not alone.
yeah, part of it.
Hey, you're not alone, guys.
There was that. You are not alone. That's another Michael Jackson song.
Both of you.
Yeah. And us.
And
we
us.
listen.
We're all not alone.
There was this time where I would listen to podcasts while I would fall asleep, and I'd be in that weird space where I'm dreaming, but I'm also kind of awake.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like it's like half and half, and I would dream myself in the podcast, in part of the group, the panel,
Okay.
and everyone's joking and laughing, and then I say a joke, and they just steamroll through to the next joke. But that's just because they can't really hear me.
They can't hear you,
and I'm
bro.
like, guys, this is funny. What are you guys doing?
Come on.
But it's the actual podcast
Oh,
playing
that's
in my
funny.
brain.
That's funny. I like
I'm like,
that.
this is gold. You guys are not even like listening to me.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
And just so you guys know, listeners, we are listening to you.
Yeah, we're listening
in spirit,
to you.
yeah.
Hey, if you're falling asleep to this podcast right now,
Actually, we'll give you a moment to tell a joke.
What you just said was hilarious.
Yeah. That's good, yeah. Just like that. But that's the only one we're giving you.
That's it, friends. Until next time.
All right. God
Good job
bless.
today, boss. God bless you, everyone.